every time you brush your teeth, you gag. You're like, "Whoa," and I can hear it whenever I'm on the other side.
That is because I'm pregnant. It makes me nauseous.
No. Should we clap? It's episode 10. Episode 10. Does that mean something?
It means that we've been doing this 10 times.
We've done it 9 times, and now we're doing it number 10. So what's changed? So we did our baby shower over the last weekend. We did our
baby shower, yeah.
Yeah.
And over the course of all these episodes, my belly has gotten larger and larger.
A lot bigger, actually. But that's pretty cool because this is the first time I've looked at you in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, man, that is a pregnant belly.
That's a belly.
Yeah.
I know. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
I know. Yeah.
So let's talk about the baby shower. So we'll start by how the weekend was designed for you and you alone.
Yeah, you did do that.
The only thing I really was thinking about was like, I don't like whenever people have events and it somehow becomes about everyone else. And not that happened at all. Like nobody at any point made it feel like that. But that was my only concern, was make sure that you felt like it was about you and nobody else mattered. And so, how do we do that? We set up the morning, right?
Yeah.
So the morning was designed to kind of be a low stress morning. Mm-hmm. So you had a fun little surprise that we had that, we'll kind of keep to ourselves, a little fun surprise. And then we took you to the baby shower. Mm-hmm. And then at the baby shower, your friend Adrian did a fantastic job.
She really did.
A fantastic job of making sure everyone had games. Mm-hmm. Like what kind of games did she do for you?
She did, like, the getting to know each other game was great because then that got the whole room talking. There were about, 35 people there, and everyone was mingling, so getting to know each other. She did a game on, like, who would do this versus that, like mom or dad. So
telling me that I wasn't gonna change the diaper or something like that. I have years.
you would gag.
I would gag. Okay, I have years of diaper changing experience. Do you know that I used to time myself? I used to like flip them around and like all that, and then dust them with the baby powder. Then
it was not a problem. Nurse in the hospital, so I'm not gonna gag.
Gagging? Are you talking about doing the diaper right or gagging?
I'm talking about gagging. It was the question was who would gag first, and I said it would be you.
So
because I've never gagged.
Every time you brush your teeth, you gag. You're like, whoa, and I can hear it whenever I'm on the other side.
That is because I'm pregnant. It makes me nauseous.
No. All right, I have years of diaper activity. So like when they do the little spray, you don't even know about the spray.
I do know about the spray. I've changed diapers before too.
Okay, so who? Name one person who's out there living right now.
Abby's son Calvin. One time I changed his diaper and he peed on me.
Oh, that's nothing. Pee is just like old apple juice that's been sitting out for too long. It's nothing.
Gross.
No, talk to me whenever you have mushed pea carrot spray in your teeth. Okay.
Ew.
Yeah. That's real.
And you didn't gag. Oh, whatever.
No, I took it like a champ.
Ew.
That's just like that, and I dust it off.
And then you wash your mouth for 3 days. No.
I did what I have to do.
You're gonna gag.
Fatherly activities.
Unclely activities.
Unclely activities. I did what I had to do. No.
So that one I feel like you'll gag.
Okay, then
before me.
Some time will tell.
And then they were saying who's stricter.
Who's gonna be more strict? Yeah.
Everyone said I would be more strict than you.
Okay, I think that you probably will be stricter because I don't know. I mean, I have expectations, but I don't have. I'm a little loose with them. I like to see things in free flow. You like to see things play out like as expected. I like to see how the decision will be made. So I'm going to be real loose in the beginning, and then after a while, then expectations pop up.
Tighten up.
Yeah.
No, I do feel like I'll be more strict compared to you.
Yeah.
Even though everyone also thought that. Everyone thought you would just kind of be like, oh, it's a girl and she just said daddy.
No, that's the thing. So like this whole like idea of creating a villain, like people don't know what that means. Like when I say create a villain, I won't apologize if I create a villain. I'm saying I won't apologize if I have a girl who's so confident and so sure of herself that she plans, executes, and reevaluates often. And if it gets annoying for people, it's not my problem. Like, if you are in the way of her progress in life, like, you know, that's a villain, like, in the sense of not your old school, quiet, stay in the house type of lady, you know?
Question. Yeah. So if you create this confident, amazing person who is self-reliant and also knows how to be treated by a man because dad treated her amazing, you know?
Lead by example.
Yeah. Do you ever worry that she would have an issue finding someone to meet those expectations?
Yeah, no, that's the plan. I want it to be so difficult. I want it to be so difficult that she's like, I don't understand, this person that I'm looking for is just not out there, because that's what it was for me. Yeah. Listen, I was looking for something that I thought was impossible, and then it just so happened it was possible. It just... Yeah. So I think a lot of people settle because they get scared, like, oh crap, I'm going to be alone, or no one's going to love me because, you know, I don't know how much I fart at night, like stuff like that. Like, I don't, like, for me, it was like, I knew that the impossible person out there was not easy to find.
Right.
And so yeah, no, she's going to have a hard time dating because there's going to be a lot of people you shouldn't marry. Yeah. There's going to be a whole world filled with people you shouldn't marry. And then there's going to be somebody you should marry, but you'll have enough confidence to say, okay, I didn't choose you because I wanted to be with someone. I chose you because you're the right one.
Right. Yeah. We're meant to be.
Yeah. No, like, you know, oh, he was so afraid of being alone that I had to marry him, or I was so afraid that he was going to leave me. If you get out of my face with this.
I know.
Don't even bring the idea of desperation.
I know.
To me. So anyways,
I'm not worried about it at all. Like, I want her to be so confident that she doesn't feel like she needs anyone. But, you know, I'm just thinking about like the possibility of her being older and being like, none of these guys out here.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like, so you know how many people who she will date that will think she's a villain because she didn't choose them?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to say she's a heartbreaker, or she's a villain because she didn't bend to my will or whatever. And so like when we met, you know, I was already in residency. You were doing your nursing. And so, I mean, how would you describe that, you know, like when we met?
I would say that it just kind of happened. Like, we weren't looking for each other. We just clicked immediately and took it from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was older, right? So I didn't care about the timeline of my life. I was focused on work. You know, I was focused on accomplishing things. You were working on your doctorate, you know? So like, no one was looking to be in love. We were looking for... Like, we were accomplishing things, and we weren't
looking. Yeah. I think that was the difference. Yeah. We just kind of were happy with where we were, and it was like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
So that was, I hope that.
We talked a little bit about that during the baby shower. We talked about, you know, waiting until you find the right person. And when you do find the right person, that you should learn each other before you have kids.
And get to know each other, yeah.
So we did announce that, you know, we took our time because it was about learning each other. And so we also announced something else, though.
We announced her name.
Yeah. And so I think her name is probably going to be a whole separate episode. But I do think that it was well received. A lot of times you don't want to announce because you think of other people's reactions more than you think about why you named the baby that name. Yeah. And so for a while, I think we were holding off on telling people the name because we wanted to see how it felt. But then after a while, I was like, who am I thinking about right now?
Yeah.
And I started realizing I'm thinking about other people. And that's never been a way I wanted to live my life, is worrying about what other people are going to think. So we dropped the name, and the name is out there. We'll do a whole episode on the name just so it's done correctly.
Yeah.
But your grandparents did a name drop. Or excuse me, your mom and dad.
My mom and dad.
Yeah.
So My mom wants to be called Avó.
Okay, Avó. Explain that.
Avó is Portuguese for a grandmother.
Okay, Avó.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So we were, going back and forth with Nana and whatever, and she's like, no, let's do Avó. And so Avó is Portuguese for grandmother.
That's beautiful.
And we have a little bit of sprinkle of that Portuguese ancestry.
We both do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
For the people who don't know, I did African ancestry, or my dad did African ancestry, and it's a lot more Portuguese.
Lots more Portuguese than you ever thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so Avó, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And then my dad is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Papa.
Papa. Okay. Yeah, Papa. People like that.
Yeah. So Avó and Papa.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And so I think those are beautiful names. I know my dad is going to want to be called GP for grandpa, but he shortens it up to GP. And then my mom, she's never told them to call.
They call her Gran though.
Yeah, she's never had like a call me this. She just, whatever you call her, she just kind of runs with it. And
yeah. So, I think because, my grandmother and grandfather, we kind of picked, weird names for them. Like my dad's mom, we called her Pika.
Yeah.
Means nothing.
Yeah.
It's just a name that one of the grandkids came up with, and then everyone called her that.
That's a cute name though.
And then it is cute. And then now everyone in like the neighborhood calls her Pika.
Yeah.
And then my other grandma, my grandpa used to call her Cuckoo as like a pet name.
Yeah.
And so we would call her Cuckoo Nana.
I like that name.
Yeah.
I like that name a lot, Cuckoo Nana.
Yeah. So then that was my name for her because I was the oldest grandchild on that side. And so then everybody else called her Cuckoo Nana.
That's cute.
Yeah. But then the grandpas were Papa.
Yeah. Guys don't really think about names a lot, like to call themselves typically.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was going to do Lolly and Pop for
Lollipop.
for my grandma, for my mom and dad.
Yeah.
And they said,
because you wanted it to be Lollipop?
yeah, it's cute.
Oh, no.
And that's what my dad said. My dad said no.
Yeah. No. That's not. I don't know. I'm not going to. I like what they came up with. Avó. And then Papa. Avó.
Papa.
Okay. That's cute. And then I think my dad, he won't really bug about that too much. I think he's just
I think there's the GP
because everyone calls him that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, his oldest grandchild's like 27 years old, and so since she's been alive, he's been GP. So keep it the same.
Yeah. And so as far as overall like rating on my first official baby shower, I would give it a solid 9.5 out of 10.
Why not a 10?
Because I don't like Italian food. I don't. Okay. I think I ate like half of one thing on each thing. And now I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad, but like I don't like Italian food.
You personally, yeah. I thought it was a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is me being a guy going to a baby shower, by the way, which is not normal.
It is. There's like plenty of baby showers that have guys.
Yeah, but I just didn't. Okay, all right. So yeah, I'll give it a 10 out of 10 because
oh my god,
it was great.
Minus the Italian food that you didn't like.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. It was like I don't know. Should I even say this?
You can say that. Yeah, no, but I thought everyone was like super happy for us, and like my friend did such a great job hosting the event.
Oh, okay. I should break this down into categories. All right, host 10 out of 10, friends and family 10 out of 10, desserts 10 out of 10 because those were really good as well. Decorations, she did such a great job at decorating the cards, decorating the invites, decorating everything. So there's 10 out of 10 all the way around. And if I had to rate the food, I wouldn't, rate it high because I don't like Italian food. But, that's me. That's just,
Yeah.
I like Indian food. Is there a problem with that? Tell me.
No.
Tell me now.
I love Indian food. That's all I've been wanting to eat.
No, I really don't have anything like negative because it was a beautiful weekend.
It was, and a great week. We spent it with my parents.
Oh yeah. And I ate way more than I normally
so
would have
much
eaten.
Indian food.
Yeah. She made sure that you were like hurting by the time you left.
Yeah. You can never say you left hungry.
Oh no, and that reminds me of your grandma. Like when I went to your grandma's house, she definitely wants you to eat more than you thought you were going to eat
ever in your life. Yeah. You're like, I gotta go on a walk. Yeah. My God. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's awesome. Yeah. And then some of your old friends came over and they, kind of all sat around and you all did probably what you all did back in high school.
Yeah. My house was always the house where everyone came and hung out in high school. And so it felt like going back in the day, except now people have children and people are pregnant and it's weird and different, but it was still fun.
Yeah. Well, I don't have anything more for this episode because it was really just a beautiful baby shower, spending time with the family, reconnecting with the family, things like that. And it was a good weekend.
Yeah.
Overall, it was very positive.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Well, then, if you don't have anything else, then that would be episode 10.
Episode 10.
Alrighty.
Awesome.